for coming. I appreciate it. It's amazing just to see new people on every single time we do Stealing Torah. And now I have my pops on. This is beautiful. And my younger brother, the Hasidic master, Isaac Stepner, in the whole IDC community in one car. And we have iPhone 1, of course. So now we're continuing. No effort is ever wasted, according to Rabbi Nachman. Not a single effort, thought, word, or deed, or even the slightest gesture is ever wasted when trying to accomplish a holy goal. When you want to do something holy, at first you are uncertain and confused. You weigh up all the factors, deciding whether or not to do it. Obstacles seem to spring up on every single side. When you want to try to do something holy, says Rav Nachman, you're going to have all these obstacles like what we talked about the last time. You're going to have all these doubts, all these uncertainties. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing Daf Yomi? Why am I waking up at this time? Why am I going to this minyan? Why am I davening this way? So Rabbi Nachman is saying the effort, even the thought of getting closer, is so holy, and you have to understand that. It's not always the action. A lot of the time we could be goal-oriented and we could just be like, success, and we want the finish line. But just the thought to enter into the process is so beautiful. It's never wasted. At last, you succeed in accomplishing the task, right? The holy goal that you set out for yourself, you accomplish it. Your every movement, every thought, and even the confusion you suffered are registered for good. So all these klipos that you had to break through, all these doubts and uncertainties and confusion, they had to weave your way through. They're also accounting for the success you had, for the goal you reached. They're raised on high to be transformed into something very holy and exalted. So those confusions, those uncertainties, what might seem like obstacles are actually the most beautiful thing, and they're the holiest things in the world. They're transforming into holiness. So the whole process, not just completing something holy, but also the doubts you have, the confusion, are a part of it. It's not separate. It's not separated. They're together. Happy is the person who leaps over all the barriers to accomplish a holy task. However, at the end of the day, the fact that we're on here right now, it takes a lot of effort to click the link. Let me tell you, I'm a part of a lot of group chats that send out links. And it's hard to even just click on the link, to see the link. Rabbi Nachman saying the thought of clicking the link is so beautiful. Right? You have all these unholy forces that are telling you not to click it. But once you click it, Gewalt, you're doing more. You're one step towards the holy goal, which is being together on the Zoom tonight and learning some Rabbi Nachman Torah together. There's so much more to it, but Yimir Hashem, the unholy forces that you were questioning before getting onto the Zoom call tonight, they're the holiest things in the world. Just as holy as the Torah that we're learning right now. Yimir Hashem. Guys, any questions, comments, please feel free.
Jack, do you also experience unholiness in your life, or just the rest of us?
I do. By the way, fortunately, I do. Fortunately, I do. Because, fortunately, I do. I think it's a beautiful thing to have this other side that's telling you not to do something and you fight through it. It makes everything so much more sweeter. That's what Rabbi Nachman is telling us over here. Unholy is actually holy. Unholy is good. We have to embrace it. We have to love it. We have to love desires, not push them aside. I don't know. I like it, though. Simcha. Rabbi Nachman says, happy is the person who leaps over all the barriers to accomplish a holy goal. We're just happy. We're still dealing with stuff internally, of course. But, wow. Very holy people on tonight. Anyone else?
There's Hasidic saying. And it was said originally by the fourth Lubavitcher Rebbe, Rabbi Shmuel of Lubavitch. And he was quoted as saying, when the entire world tells you to go, when the entire world face you with problems, and the world says in order to get around the problems, you should go in a side way, try to maneuver yourself around the problem or go under the problem, trying to skate on by, just go pass by. I say from the beginning you should jump over the problem. And in Yiddish, the term would be lechatchila ariber, which means literally from the outset, we should be jumping over our issues. It's just the lechatchila, like from the outset, ariber, go into you should be airborne, kivyachol. Ibn Nachman here is telling us the biggest yesod to happiness is jumping in the air over our issues. Now, it might seem like, what does that even mean? Jumping in the air over your issues? Like, that's crazy talk. Like, clearly this guy's not living in the real world. And I'll tell you that on one hand, you're right. On the other hand, you realize that the issues are just a staircase bringing you up to a higher mountain, to a greater vantage point. Then it's so easy to just jump over. Because really, all the issues and all the problems are just bringing you to a higher vantage point so you could see the bigger picture.
Wow. Wow. That was high level. Always high level. Hey, Schiff, nice background.
Thank you. We're building Yerushalayim, so we have
ready.
Sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila. So you have to have
building bridges.
My dad knows.
He knows, and
everyone.
I know you're a bridge builder.
One day soon.
Anyone else have anything to say? Anyone in the car? Donala, Rav Daniel.
You definitely uplifted our car ride, so thank you. Thank you all so much.
Pleasure. Thank you for coming on. Rav Shlomo Zelig, Rav Yitzchak.
Jack, I like what you said about the goal. Like sometimes people are too focused on the end goal, like the success, and they're not focused on the process. So the famous saying by the GM of the Sixers, trust the process. Not that we're Sixers fans in our family, but you gotta trust the process. And I just actually, that book I was telling you that I was reading, which I recommend to everybody. It's by Rav Meir Yedid. He's a rabbi in Brooklyn, Syrian community. It's called Life of Tranquility. Beautiful book. And he talks a lot about that idea of, the process versus the end goal, the success. And, an example that he gives is like, if you're trying to set someone up, one of the hardest things to do is set someone up like with a shidduch, right? And you keep trying to set that person up, and whenever you set that person up, for whatever reason, the shidduch doesn't work. And you keep trying and trying. And look, ultimately, whatever, the ones that you tried to set up didn't work, and maybe it worked for someone else who tried to set that person up and not for you. And you could get discouraged and say, like, all of my efforts and my setting this person up on dates was for naught. But what he's telling you is it's not. Every single time that you do something like that, it's the effort, the action that you're taking, you're getting schar for that. So it's not just the end goal, not just the success, the actual shidduch, but it's the process that you're going through. You can apply it to anything. That's just an example that he gave. Also, I like what you said.
Wow, now we see where Jack gets it from.
I'm crying. Oh my gosh, Torah wellsprings. Mama's just flowing like river, like a river. Is my dad frozen or am I
Just
frozen?
take action.
Wow, that was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow. Wow.
I'm gonna.
What do you say?
We're in a tunnel, so we might get cut off.
Oh, you're in the tunnel. Well.
I'm waiting for Donala. I'm waiting for the DS. Where's the DS?
Wow.
I'm just soaking it all in. I'm don't even know what to say.
That's
Donala, come on. We need
just
something,
following the
Donala.
mission Pirkei Avos to be a sponger on your Rebbas.
We're all sponges.
Donala is the Reva. Come on.
Everyone knows the sponges gives off the most water.
Oh,
Wow. There's a lot. There's a lot. Anyone else have anything to say? That was beautiful, Pops. That was so beautiful. It pops
trust
out
the
on my brother.
process.
Trust the process. That's going to be the title of the video. 1,000%. Rav Yitzchak in the back of the car. You have anything to say?
That was good.
Oh, that was good. Amazing. Amazing. Very deep. Anyone else? Farka. Been wearing tefillin for the last 7 hours. Farka, have you anything to share?
Always in.
Wow. Anyone else? Daniel, Yosef, Donala, before we conclude. Gewalt. Guys, thank you so much for coming on. This is a really special night, just having the family on. My family, but also this family of stealing Torah.
Am Yisrael.
Am Yisrael, exactly. Thank you so much. And Yemir Hashem, we shall all be healthy, happy, and successful. Whether you're iPhone 1, connecting bridges like my dad was saying, getting ready for Yom Yerushalayim, whether you're Shana Bet Oraita, still stealing Torah so late at night, whether you're in Muncie, been wearing his tefillin since he came back from Shana Bet, hasn't taken them off. It's crazy. Donnie Swassen, he's so revealed, it's so hidden. Yirtz Hashem. Guys, we should all be, my pops, of course, and Isaac in the car. I even have to say it, they just knew. Yirtz Hashem, guys, we should continue tomorrow. I'm going to be at a wedding, so I don't know how we're going to continue, but we'll continue. Yirtz Hashem, guys.
We're doing it at the wedding. We'll do it live. I'll be there too.
At the wedding, give up. Yirtz Hashem, guys. Good night. Be well.
Nice.
Be well.